What if I told you I just drove for a $5 peak pay bonus when driving for DoorDash? Well, I'd be lying because I actually drove on just a $1.50 peak pay bonus. So let's find out if I actually made any money. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. This channel is dedicated to your success in this gig economy, the side hustle. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Not to throw you a curveball, I say that because here in San Diego, driving in the Mission Valley market segment, a lot of the times I've seen maybe not $5, but a $3 or maybe a $4 peak pay bonus. But more recently, I've been seeing lower peak pay bonuses here in Mission Valley and really moreover in San Diego. So let me know down below in the comments, have you seen something similar, lower peak pay in your market? So let's find out if we can still make decent money on lower peak pay bonuses with this first order. Pizzeria Luigi, $13.42 for 10.6 miles. Now this was my first order request, but in my opinion, you should actually decline this one because simply the dollars to mile ratio, how much am I getting paid for the miles driven, that doesn't make sense. I'd like to earn more per mile. And in addition, it's taking me to a different market segment. And really similar with this one here, $11.81, 7.3 miles for Lotus Thai. Because if you strategically wait, instead of taking one of those orders, that again is going to pull you to a different market segment, then you're going to have to make the decision of, do I want to drive back to my scheduled zone or hope that it's busy enough that I can go online in that new zone? If you wait, sometimes you can get orders like this. This one, Sushi Deli 1, my actual first order that I took here, $10.50 for 4.8 miles. Now, one of the reasons I like this one is because I've picked up from this restaurant before, so I know they have a separate delivery area, but even more over than that. This delivery location, it is taking us slightly into downtown, but I know it's basically just a few minutes to get right back into my scheduled zone. And here's a great proof of that is knowing your marketplace, knowing that, hey, even though that last order is slightly outside of my market segment, I'll just run right back in and I got this order, Ortega's Mexican Bistro, $10.50 for just 2.5 miles, a fantastic dollars to mile ratio. Now a sign that that market segment is busy, a stacked order here. So Little Nap Cafe, $8.50, but I declined this. This is one that I think you should decline. It's $8.50, but it's for an additional 8 miles. So just because you see the convenience of a stacked order, you don't necessarily have to always jump on that and auto accept. Quick time out here because I want to ask you a question. So when I'm on the road and I'm strategizing, trying to get obviously the best orders here, do you typically like to sit right on top of a hotspot like this? If I'm decently close to a hotspot, or if I know generally that hotspot actually does get a lot of orders, sometimes like this, I'll just sit right on top of the hotspot. But let me know down below in the comments, sitting exactly on a hotspot, do you feel like you get more orders than, let's say, if you're 2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks away? And sitting right on top of that hotspot, a hotspot that I know is actually very busy, I got this order. This one, $10.50 for a decent amount of miles here, 3.7, for Plumeria Vegetarian. We got another order here for Sushi Deli 1, but obviously $4.50, even though it's a decent dollars to mile ratio at 1.9 miles, not a great cash flow. And then right back to that power strip, literally a strip of road in your marketplace that's known to get a lot of orders because it's really chocked full of restaurants here. So I waited at one of those power strips for this one, $8.50, just 1.4 miles for Burger Lounge. So what do you think? Driving on slightly lower peak pay bonuses, in this case, $1.50 on a Friday evening, and it was pretty busy, but how did we do numbers wise? Well, this shift, again, on a $1.50 peak pay bonus was from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. During this time, I think just in a testament to smart decision making on the road, I earned $48. And even though I'm at a $1.50 peak pay bonus, that equals $24 in gross revenue per hour. During this time, I completed 4 deliveries, did receive 4 tips, and as you saw, I received some strong tips during this shift for an average tip of $6.75. Business miles, one of the key factors to increase your actual profit margin. Keep those business miles low, like tonight, 16.3 business miles. That is a $2.94 payout per mile. And based on those business miles, I get a tax deduction of $9.37. So let me know down below in the comments on this slightly lower peak pay. Let's say your marketplace maxes out at $3, $4, maybe $5 peak pay typically. But if you have seen lower peak pay, can you still make decent money on that $1 or $2 peak pay? Because in my opinion, as that peak pay goes down, we're going to have to make smarter and smarter and more efficient decisions on the road, because we can't rely on basically that padding, that extra money from exceptionally high peak pay. So make sure to subscribe and join the team if you haven't already, because this is something that I'm watching here. Peak pay trends, if there's lower peak pay, well, especially here in Q4, and will our strategies need to change in Q1 of 2021? Now, if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my most recent video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.